Man, these things are hard. I put gas in this. This is one of those lighters. I love these lighters. I got them from Amazon. They're really good. But, like, there's no gas in it. See? There's no gas in it. And I had filled it with gas yesterday. And there's no gas in it. It's like, man, what am I doing wrong? I mean, maybe it's broken. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But, yeah, I'm finally up. I was messaging because I just didn't want to be awake or like obligated to be awake and exist. I'm getting such bad. It's getting bad. I was around the world doing whatever I wanted. I do not want to sit here as a degraded nothing anything anymore. But you can't help them to die like it's a handbasket to hell they love. If there's not real fun reasons to be gross against God and all kinds of gross things so they can die that easy. And if you don't sit here like a degraded nothing, they don't feel like they're God and God is nothing and do things nobody should do and get their death sentences until they're all dead and gone. So it's like, I just want to be everywhere doing everything and I don't want to care anymore. But whatever. Yeah. A lot of people around the world are finding out that I was the Egyptian god of the pyramid times. So, just like the Chinese dragon. The Chinese dragon really was like their god a long time ago. And he left when they became not the best, beautiful, good people anymore. He left. And then Buddha was a lot more of like their dedicated god for a while, a long time ago. And then, I don't know, they became kind of crappy. So he just left statues where the Buddha could be in the statue or any Buddha type spirituality and stuff could be in the statues. And they just left it that way. So yeah, higher powers, gods, lots of things have come and gone through these years connected to this planet. Probably as God the Father and Jesus the Son chose as they went along. But the real fun, I guess, for humanity seems to think it's pretty fun that I was actually the god over Egypt pretending. So I was pretending to be just a generic god. But it was really just me, the ultimate me, over Egypt, helping the area. I wanted to build pyramids because I am the ultimate one eye that would go with like Egyptian pyramids and tombs, but you don't understand that part. You'd have to go to my queen to understand those kind of things. But so I was trying to create like a spiritual, symbolic big moment before I got here. And something like a Da Vinci Code that would sit in time and space and existence and explain things or tell the story. So I did create unrealistic slave humans. Nobody would have normally been able to build those pyramids. And they were slaves that didn't even get to eat them. So it was a story about all gods and how evil gods that are good have sat in the unthinkable death trying to help everyone. All the way to how good gods try to be unthinkably strong and help everyone. So it's like a fun little story that I was telling everybody about the history of why I became their god and sat on top of the area for a while. They became really obsessed with putting black stuff around their eyes, like eyeliner today, because I did have those kind of eyes, and I looked like a weird Da Vinci Code type thing, or a weird answer to the spirituality and intelligence of things that would be connected to like an Egyptian reality. So yeah, I showed up as the evolved brand new me, and they had a lot of fun. I don't know if they'd make a religion or a spiritual world out of it, but they had fun and thought it was a pretty good reality out there. And it was pretty amazing. just to be able to visit people and be something I had been out here. They're going to find out if there's other things I had been, and I'll go over that when we get there. But yeah, I can be everywhere all at the same time having fun. So it's like, I'm only going to be where you can find me next to my truckers. I have picked next to my truckers. When I leave for the summer, I'll pick somewhere with the gods. So when I leave for the summer, I'll pick somewhere me and the gods can agree on. Because if I bought land or something, I wouldn't bring the whole world there. I'd only bring the whole world when I finally can be just a very powerful or giant type thing. So when I could have enough money to like sit on top of a mountain or something, then I would let the whole world just flock forever right next to me. When I have to deal with anything, I don't want people flocking every which way, because like life sucks in this fake game of life. So then I just want one place where I will sit for people to find me, but usually just during the certain hours, and they'll learn the predictable hours that I'm going to be around. Because when you can be anything and do anything, when you can go everywhere, be everywhere, do everything, why the hell would you do this stuff? To just get bad guys or convince bad guys to be gross and die with all the other bad guys. But like, you wouldn't want to live in it. So I'll just be near the truckers until I leave for the summer, and then I'll tell people where I'm going to be. And the rest of it, I just can't guarantee anything. I mean, if you guys find me, you guys find me here and there, but like, I just don't guarantee anything. And yeah, I was driving down the freeway, and I was enjoying that my omnipresence was pretty much driving down a bajillion different roads while I was driving down the freeway. And yeah, they have all seen this car and wondered how the hell I could be on a video over here and be over there. Because they look at the video and they're like, you're not in our area. Our areas don't look like that. And I don't show where I'm at very often. But based on every video I've made, a lot of them are like, we don't even have an area like that over here. I know you're not over here, but I just saw you drive by. Yeah, you are going to see this fake flash me and this white vehicle all over the place for the grand exiting messages. And back to the living like shit grind. I'm looking outside saying, I just spent all night flying and flying and flying, living like the biggest god ever known in my island, winning like the biggest giant around the world ever known. The United States and Dubai won't admit to shit, but they know they're the most dead realities ever known, and they know it beyond words. And I look outside like, I don't want to do this anymore, but like, it's the only way to win. You don't want bad people to end up in good places. Plus, I never tell the truth. But in the battle of good and evil, in the battle of good against bad, not good and evil, in the battle of good and bad, or good against bad, I have one job. My job is to make sure people max out and max out and max out choices and decisions that decide who needs to live or die. So part of your job as an ultimate weird end of the world thing is to make sure nobody gets out when they shouldn't, and nobody has good options when they shouldn't. And it's like, I'm tired of being the degraded, dead, nothing people can laugh at, but would I ever want to watch them live, except in dead suffering, degraded grossness? No.